Okay, let's find out why a foreign tourist should ever come to India. What is it that we can provide which they can't get in their own country? I know they have a Taj Mahal somewhere in Las Vegas. They have all sorts of things built everywhere. So there's really no reason to come all this way. Why are they coming to our country? What is it that they're looking for?
The mystique.
Okay. Mystique means you can't understand the currency, you can't understand the people.
The language.
The
food.
The train schedules.
The trains.
So what is it that they come for?
I think it's the way they have perceived India in their minds, because I had an experience of looking after some 30 plus people from all parts of the world.
Okay.
They had come on a reunion tour. And it was very interesting because each one thought that India still had, even today, this was just a couple of years ago, even today they're all, studied at the Harvard and whatever, but still they
You mean Indians who came back on a reunion? Or
no, they were foreigners, but one of them was an Indian, so he brought the reunion into India.
Okay.
And it still said they felt that, do they have snake charmers on the roads? Are they, the cows still walking? Yes, the cows were still walking. They were fascinated by that. And when we were driving down Rajasthan, and the coach was taking us at the speed that the driver decided to do that day, and there were people coming on from all sides and traffic from all sides. They were just amazed, and they had their hearts in their
amazed
mouths.
Okay, yeah, I was just going to say amazed happily or
no,
unhappily?
and they were so worried. At the end of the tour, they said we had the best of drivers in the world.
Okay.
So India has always fascinated people, and I think it's a fascinating country.
Okay, so what should we do to make it any better? Is there anything that we ought to do in the sense our tourism departments should write better brochures, for example, because they write such utter rubbish sometimes. You don't even know what is
there
inside
are
it.
huge amounts available with each of the governments for tourism purpose.
Okay.
It has to be just spent correctly. And
so why doesn't the travel industry do it?
The travel industry, along with the government, especially, I can talk about Tamil Nadu, yes, we are trying to do something with them, wherein maybe they would tell us, if we could do their brochures and things like that and help us out.
It's been 6 years in independence. We still haven't got down to that point of making a brochure on our own. You don't have to ask permission for that. We can write them.
Yeah, but then as a travel professional, I print my own brochures.
Okay.
And I do. See, the time really has come, in my opinion, to stop bashing the government for everything. I really feel that we can take things in our own hands, and in our little way we can do it. Yes, on a larger scale, we need the government's help. There's no doubt about that. The infrastructure has to improve, the roads have to improve,
connectivity,
the hygiene has to improve, the connectivity has to improve. There are loads
How about
and
security?
loads and loads.
Do they feel scared in our country?
Thanks to the way things are happening
it's just
now,
recent,
and the
this
media,
rape business happening everywhere.
Yeah, and because the media is so active, and rightly so, it's coming up in all the papers and TV channels.
Is that scaring away a lot of people?
It's scaring away a lot of youth, because they feel that's
unsafe.
It's unsafe, and more so because so many foreigners are getting.
I had an interesting viewpoint from a Spaniard who I met recently. He was here when he read in the newspaper that 3 girls, they went to a bar somewhere in Rajasthan, someplace, and there were men dancing. They were drunk and dancing. And when these 3 girls got inside that place, they were also dressed completely inappropriately. But once they got in there, those guys started, I don't know if they did anything to them, but they were unwelcome advances. So it was straight away reported as, unruly Indian youth attack foreign students. But the Spaniard gave me another point of view. He says, when these same women in their own country, will they go down to a bar which is located on the dock or in the wharf area, which is a crime-ridden? So when they come here, if you look for all these dangerous things, just because you want to go home and say an exciting story about how I got chased by 4 men on a camel, you'll face all these things. But if you come as a normal tourist and go to normal areas, India is no more unsafe than any other country on earth.
That's why they need professionals like us to guide them.
Wow. That's plugging in for the travel industry. Full marks for that. But the rest of your colleagues are also on the same page as you? They all think we need to do something?
I think so. A lot of us.
You have an organization?
There are many organizations.
That's probably the problem.
That is one problem, because then the unity factor goes away, because many organizations can't get together and do something. But yes, we're always wanting to. There's always a bunch of us who are
your
wanting
wish
to do
list.
something.
Number 1 on the wish list. What is it?
For India?
Yes, as a travel professional.
As a travel professional, market ourselves better. We are not marketing ourselves
Okay,
at
that's
all.
that's about as vague as anything I've heard before. Tell me something which is a little more specific.
No, why not? I mean, I'd like to market my state first and my
Bolo,
country
what
first.
would you want to do?
What would I want to do?
Yeah.
I have to go
As
out.
you install speakers everywhere.
No.
Go talk to people.
Firstly, I would love to talk to people in and around my own city and tell them to move out from our city and go out and see the other places within the state.
Okay.
I would love to, and I'm planning to go into the north and east and west of India and talk about south of
Just
India.
to attract people into Tamil Nadu. You're so passionate about Tamil
yes,
Nadu tourism.
to attract
What do we need to do? What do the people of Tamil Nadu need to do to ensure that from 2 lakh visitors we jump to 20 million? What can be done?
All of us in the travel trade will have to get together.
Okay.
And if we can just, how did Kerala do it?
No idea.
I
don't even know whether people are actually going there.
Of course, people are going there,
I don't
and
see
the
so
way
many
the statistics are done in our country is pathetic. Simply because they say Tamil Nadu had 10 million visitors. What are they? Every man who comes into Madras as a foreign visitor, and then he goes on work to Madurai. He's number 1 in Madras, number 2 in Madurai, number 3 in Trichy, number 4 in Bangalore. So it's the same man who's counted many times. So that's really not statistics.
Okay.
So what we need to do together is the way we can follow a Kerala model, which has worked so well for them, is get together and go just outside of the state. And or we don't need to go even outside of the country. If we went to Ahmedabad, the Gujus love to travel. We know that. If we were
They love vegetarian food.
They love
which we have in
vegetarian
plenty.
food. Yes, and if we just were to do many road shows and passionately tell them come and see what there is, I'm sure we can get.
Do we have the infrastructure for that? Suppose tomorrow 2 million Gujaratis turn up here. I think we'll have to leave our homes and welcome them in. I'm sure we don't have enough hotels on it. I don't think we have enough motels. Some have.
It'll all fall in place. We just have to bring them.
We just want to get them in. Kausalya, lovely talking to, and I hope they make you something senior in the travel industry, because you seem to have very clear ideas, which is more than I can say for a lot of other people. So thanks a lot for coming.
Thanks. Thank you.
And we'll meet again.
Lovely meeting.
Thank you.
Bye.